Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another Swish stream with Steven. I am Steven. My team is Swish Gaming. If you enjoy the content that you see today, please give us a follow on YouTube at The Swish Gaming YT, Twitter, The Swish Gaming, Facebook, The Swish Gaming, and Twitch, The Swish Gaming. Today we are going to test out a White Devotion deck, a take on White Devotion that I saw Kellen Pastor tweet about last week on Twitter. It was really the first time I'd really seen the list in quite a while. There was a mono white devotion deck a few months ago that kind of disappeared, I think because it had a bad mono green matchup, to be honest, and it was, a somewhat medium deck. But this weekend, a lot of people had some pretty good success with this list in the Super Qualifier. I think I had a buddy go 7-3 with this deck. That I saw posted about it on Twitter, and then obviously, if you haven't already seen, X-Whale, Will Kruger got a top 8 in the Super Qualifier with this exact 95, so we're going to try this 95, we're going to see how it feels, but this deck has gotten a lot of interesting innovations since the original builds of Mono White Devotion, so let's kind of talk about some of those before we hop into the league. So the first thing that this deck is doing that the original builds were not doing is it's splashing red for 2 cards. It's playing 4 copies of Chain to the Rocks, which is just a really clean removal spell. 1 mana enchantment, you enchant a mountain you control, and when it enters, you exile a creature an opponent controls. So pretty simple stuff. So that's one reason we're playing mountains. And then the next reason we're playing mountains is pretty much, I would say this is just the best quote-unquote fair card in Pioneer, and it's debatable if this card is fair or not, but I would say it is for the most part, and that would be Fable of the Mirror Breaker. And Fable of the Mirror Breaker is just, this card is just insane. If you're playing a mid-range fair deck, this is exactly what you want to be doing. It gives you manipulation, it lets you clone ETBs, which this deck's all about. And it also is just inherently a 2-for-1, and it can ramp you to 5s, which this deck also plays some pretty big-time 5-drops. And it synergizes really, really well with one of the other new cards that white mid-range decks got out of the new set, and that is Sarah Paragon. Sarah Paragon is a 4-mana, 3/4 flyer. If you've watched my videos with the Orzhov mid-range decks, you've seen me try this card multiple times already. In various shells, but in this deck, one thing that's really sick it can do, you can play permanents CMC 3 or less from your graveyard, and when those permanents would die, or be put into the graveyard rather, you exile it and you gain 2 life. So it's kind of like a Lurrus, but it lets you play 3s or less, which is really, really cool. But anyway, it synergizes really well with Fable, because Fable's kind of a lightning rod for removal. People are going to remove this, and then we can Paragon it back, which is really, really cool. A card that I'm really happy this deck is playing, that, again, we were playing in that Orzhov deck, is Elspeth Conquers Death. I think this card lines up really well in the format right now, especially against decks like Mono Green, Rakdos. I just think this card's awesome, and again, it has really good synergy with Paragon, because Paragon is a lightning rod for removal, so's Karn. Once this hits the 3rd chapter, we can buy these cards back, and then we can start doing more, value plays with Paragon and Karn, which is really, really cool. Some other new inclusions since the last time White Devotion was popular. Extraction Specialist, this card's just awesome. Really excited to play 4 of these in a mid-range deck. We've got 4 copies of Rafine's Informant, 2 copies of Spirited Companion, and those are the really big new adds. I also like this is a 4x Field of Ruin deck. There are some decks in this format that are really soft to Field of Ruin, so this is going to be interesting to try this card out. I'm excited for it, but it's also just another card that's very good with Paragon, because Paragon does let you replay lands, so we can Field of Ruin somebody and then replay the Field of Ruin on turn 5, for example, which is very, very cool, or even turn 4 if we're able to attack with a Goblin or whatever off of Fable. But regardless, that's kind of what we got going on. If you're interested in the deck list, it's also available on the left side of your screen. You can check it out. Sideboard, we won't go into huge detail here. We've got a Karn Tutor package. We've got Yorion, obviously, or an 80-card pile. A lot of things we want to blink in this deck. And then we got 2 Gideon Ally of Zendikar, I'd imagine, for the mid-range decks. 2 Elspeth Sun's Champion, again, probably for the mid-range decks. 2 copies of March of Otherworldly Light. This is going to be good against various things such as aggro, and also I think this will be a good one against Greasefang. So we'll see how this goes, but I think this is going to be fun. And this is going to be our first league today, so let's give this a try. I'm curious how this will go against the meta that we've been running into during the day on Moto, which has primarily been creature decks. I think we would be good against creature decks, but we'll see. But anyway, it's been primarily creature decks and Greasefang, honestly, is usually what we've been running into. So we'll see how it goes. We had a really nice last week. Got, I think, was it 3 5-0s? Yeah, we got 3 5-0s last week. 2 with Grill Company and 1 with Blue-Black Phoenix. So it was a really fun week. Be cool if we can have some good results with this deck too. But real quick, big shout out to a lot of my teammates, and even a little bit to myself here. We top 8'd the I top 8'd the RCQ, the first one of the new season, the one that can queue you for Charlotte. Unfortunately, I lost in top 8. And my teammates Chris Smith and Noah Heisinga also made top 8 of that event. Now, this hand's interesting. I think I'm supposed to keep it because this can cycle, and we've got Portable Hole into Scry 2. So we're going to try this. I don't love it, but I do think it's a keep. I don't know. I could be wrong on this, but, I mean, we've got some playable spells here, so... All right, that's a really nice draw, especially being that we're on the draw. If I want a mountain, I have to play this, but I don't think I'm interested in that at the moment, especially because I can tutor a mountain with this. So no reason to do that at all, in my opinion. We're just going to do this. But a big shout out as well to my teammate my teammates Dewey Vu and Jeremy Pinter, who went to the Legacy Pit Open and had some pretty good results this weekend. Dewey got a top 32 of the Legacy event, and I think Pinter top 8'd the Vintage event, if I was following correctly. So that's pretty awesome. All right, we're just gonna play this in Scry 2 here. No reason to be crazy. Nice, and I am correct. Mr. Dewey Vu has just let me know, so that's good. But yeah, all in all, a really good weekend for Team Swish, which is nice. Didn't get any qualifications for Charlotte, but putting 3 people into top 8 of that event was pretty awesome, and it was a really competitive draft, a lot of good drafters. I was not super happy with my deck and played against a very good limited player who did win the next round and qualify. So we're going to keep the companion. I think that's fine. So next turn's going to be kind of awesome. Fatal Push my Charming Prince. You got it, buddy. That's a deal. Opponent's going to play a land. We're going to play a Knight of the White Orchid. We're going to go get a... Oh, come on. Boo. I mean, they kind of have to take Paragon here, though, right? I don't know that they can take anything else. And if they want to miss their land drop, I think that's fine with me. And if they don't want to miss their land drop, I'm fine with knighting them. But it's like a real decision for my opponent. Do they miss their land drop here? Apparently the answer is yes. I think I just play this and don't play a land. I'm just going to play this game with them. I don't need to play lands. Yeah, I'm not going to play a land. We're just going to play this and draw a card. I'll play this game with them all day. Probably. I don't know. We'll see. That's a nice draw right there. It's possible, Terran, but I feel like they just held one. They tanked on it. They thought about it. They thought for a moment in their second main phase, which they could just be trying to sell me, but like, how does Red-Black win if they don't play a land? They have to play a land, right? They can't just miss their land drop. They're a deck that's all 3s. I think I'm going to wait one more turn, because here's the thing. If they continue to not play a land, they're probably just going to kill my 2-drop, and then I can Specialist, flicker my Specialist, get back Spirited Companion, which seems absurd. I don't know. Or I could play the land. I guess playing the land is, like, fine. It's not bad, but I just don't think I need to. I don't know. This might be me leveling myself, trying to get too much value out of this Knight of the White Orchid, but I'd really like to get a mountain off of this so I can cycle this. I hope to God he kills this. All right. He did not. That's alright. He might eventually. He might someday. Opponent continues to not play lands. There is no way this guy doesn't have a land in his hand. No way. Me overthinking, couldn't imagine it. That's fair. Oh, that's good. Alright, let's attack. Huh. I kind of just want to keep doing this. I'm just fine with continuing to not play lands. Like, I want value off this, and maybe this is to my detriment. Maybe I'm waiting too long. Maybe just like playing this and using this to scry to is really good. It's certainly solid. Then he'll kill this with like a stomp or something. Alright. We don't need to play this game anymore. I think I'm being a little ridiculous if I don't just play the specialist here. You would still hold land? I don't know. I think that's a little much. I don't know. Maybe I was supposed to. Maybe we were supposed to keep playing that game. I don't know. I think it's close, but like, I'd like to start hitting my land so we can like buy Yorion, right? The question is, do I scry 2 or do I flicker out the companion? I think I scry 2. Although if he uses a removal spell on companion, that has to be a win for me, right? Just like a massive win. Yeah, I'm actually gonna... I think I want quantity over quality in this spot. And if they kill this, that's just embarrassing. Yeah. And it almost feels like they don't have anything. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, yeah. Embarrassing. Just absolutely embarrassing Fatal Push. Especially considering that I have the Sarah Paragon in my hand. Like, that's so good for me. Okay, there's the land that we knew he had. Yep, that's annoying. That's really annoying, but it's okay. Okay. Kind of just want to play a Paragon, even though, I mean, he could kill it, obviously, but I think that's fine. He has to have the Dreadbore, so I think I'm fine with that. Go. Portable Hole looking pretty awkward this game. Well, there's Shieldred. Okay. It's kind of funny. I can cycle this and then play it out of my graveyard. It's pretty hilarious. I don't think that's good, though. I think we want to attack for 3. Play this, put Yorion in hand, cast this so this doesn't flip. We're not getting value off it anymore, and I'm fine with that. I think we got enough value with our opponent just missing land drops. Go. Croxa. I can Portable Hole that one. I'm going to pitch the other retreat. Take a little bit of damage there is unfortunate, but fine. Okay, I mean, that's fine. Got a Yorion, so I'm not super upset about that. Okay. Not a very good draw at all, but here we are. Huh. Always yield. We're definitely going to flicker this. There's really no reason to flicker the other stuff out, so let's just do that. Still going to hold this, I think. The Shieldred's just a huge issue. We really need to be able to get it off the board. I think I exiled a Yorion. We're just going to keep this on suspend so they can never Dreadbore it. If they can't Dreadbore it, I don't think they can kill it at all. So, should be pretty good for me. We'll see, though. Okay. Is there any reason to exile the knight? Not really, right? So I think we'll just exile this. Jeez, dude. Terrible draws. This is 3 of the worst card in our deck. Man, this is frustrating. Oh, we're going to cycle this. Okay, that's really good. That's really good. It's either scry 2 or gain 3. I think I want to scry 2 with this one. I don't know. Gain 3 is somewhat relevant, though. Actually, I'm going to gain 3 here. Exiled this. What a strange game. Very strange game. Hoping I don't lose this match to the clock, but it is very possible. This is why I typically try and avoid decks like this, but this one just looked way too cool to not play. Way too cool to not play. If he attacks with Trespasser, I probably triple block. See what he does. Another Shatter Skull? Really? Playing 2 of those? Okay. Pretty unusual. Oh, just buying back Kroxa. Well, boy oh boy, do we have answers to that card. Little does our... I mean, our opponent knows about at least one of them, but little do they know we actually just have 3. At least these 2, and I think that's it. Okay. hit your Croxa. Play a Knight of the White Orchid. Combat. Damage. Second main, end step. Always yield. Get these back. Let's go exile the Yorion. And I think it's probably... Now it might actually be Scry 2. I think I can afford to Scry 2. Let's find a Chain to the Rocks. Oh, an Apparition works. Perfect. Let's bottom this. And I guess Chain to the Rocks wasn't good enough because I don't have a mountain yet. But we're going to bottom this. And we're going to keep this on top. That's huge. Okay. Well, unless they somehow kill me right now, I think we've stabilized, but we'll see. Okay, well, I've got another portable hole for that thing, so works for me. Just these two. Okay, so I want to hit the Blood Tide and then hit the Shieldred, probably. It's a little dangerous, I guess, if he has a removal spell, though, to play it that way. That's actually bad. Yeah, let's just use my cards here. Combat. For you. Exile this, and I think I'm going to gain 3 on this. Just don't want to randomly die somehow. Probably isn't necessary, but I don't think I can lose if I gain 3 here. Don't really know what I'm playing around there, but just think that gain 3 is nice and safe. Keep my life total up there. Don't lose to something stupid. Sure. I could just do this here. So we have a lethal attack potentially now, so let's just do this. That's a good draw too. Do I go for that attack? I think I would like to. I guess I don't have to. I can just play this and attack with Yorion. It's just the safe play. Get the Prince back. Flicker out. Go. Yeah, opponent had a kill spell, it looks like, maybe. Yep, perfect. Glad we didn't attack. Really glad we didn't attack. It's the only way we could lose, probably. Opponent's only avenue to win right now is the clock, so that's pretty much why they're continuing the game, I would imagine. Yep. That was kind of them to scoop. Commend that. They could have gotten another 45 seconds off me easy there, I think, but they were not that way. Well, Gideon seems good. Elspeth seems good. Probably about it, honestly. March of Otherworldly Light, I don't think is for this matchup. March could be an upgrade to Portable Hole, though. It's kind of close. Glass Casket could be good on the draw. I could buy that. We're on the draw again, so Knight of the White Orchid is still where I want to be. On the play, this would be my cut, but not here. What do I even not like? Like, the whole deck looks like straight gas against Black-Red. Like, that's got to be the draw to playing this deck, is its matchup with Black-Red has to be excellent. It's just a pile of 2-for-1s and annoying things that Black-Red just doesn't want to play against at all. Portable Hole was certainly my worst card in that game, but I don't know that that means it's the worst card necessarily in my deck. I don't know, maybe it is. Maybe I just don't want it. It's not necessary. Did line up pretty poorly in that game. I could see that happening again, too, so... It's also possible I'm getting a little too big for being... for the fact that I'm going to be on the draw. I don't know. It's interesting. The real question is, do I want the Glass Casket and do I want the Marches? Those are 3 cards that I think are kind of interesting here. I don't love Skyclave Apparition, but it is just like a clean answer to things. I guess it's like pretty bad against a lot of stuff, though, right? I think we're supposed to cut these for just Marches and a Glass Casket. That would make sense to me. I think I'll keep 1. Obviously, it ended up being really good in that game, but, like... I think this card's pretty awkward. It's, like, very bad against Fable, right? Because they get a 2-2, and then you play this, you can't even eat the token. You have to eat the Fable. And if they're able to kill it, they get a 3-3 and then hit you with their 2-2 and get a treasure. So that exchange seems horrendous to me. I don't want many of this. I'm fairly certain of that. So we'll just have 1. I think that's cool. Possible I should have 1 Portable Hole instead of the Skyclave, but I think 1 Skyclave's fine. Nice little answer to Shieldred. Excuse me. All right, well, let's see how this goes. Don't have a mountain yet, but I think I'm going to keep this. Maybe a Greed Lord. We're not playing this kind of deck to not keep hands like this, I don't think, so. Okay. Very likely, actually, I'm going to play that in Scry 2. Because Scry 2 is certainly better than a loot here. Yeah. And I would be very happy if he kills this, because then I can play Specialist and Scry 2 again. So we're really just trying to find... Honestly, a Knight of the White Orchid's like perfect right now. Karn the Great Creator ×2. I like the card, but I don't actually think it's that good right now. So... probably going to bottom. Yeah, I'm just going to bottom both these. I think it's pretty greedy to keep that. No, my charming prince. It's fine with me. Okay. That's not great for me. Alright, deck. Field of Ruin is excellent. The Plains, it doesn't really matter because I'm going to have to use the field right away. So I guess we'll bottom it, or topping this. Go ahead. Now I can Field of Ruin, get a basic mountain and Chain to the Rocks. Guess I have to check and see that there is a basic mountain, but I'm fairly certain there is. There must be, right? There's no way that this doesn't play one basic mountain. Yeah. Plays 3. Good lord. Fair enough. Guess it makes sense. You really do need mountain in this deck. So, question is, do I block? I think the answer is yes, to be honest. I like getting this off the table. I think that seems fine for me. I don't know, there's an argument to not do it, though. I don't know. I could not block this, actually. Thinking about it more. I might actually no block. I'm going to no block. The problem with no blocking is I'm probably going to want to Chain to the Rocks, whatever his next play is. I'm going to block. I think it's just the smart play here. Yep. I figured that was coming. It's not a surprise at all. It's fine, though. Do this. Get a mountain. The question is, do I Chain to the Rocks this? Or do I just play an Informant? Kind of just want to play an Informant, to be honest. I really don't want to 2-for-1 myself on this. I think we can beat this card pretty handily, especially considering we have an Elspeth. Destroys all things power 4 or greater. That's going to be something to remember for sure. I'm going to do this. I think this is the play. Extraction Specialist. So that's pretty okay, although... Huh. Kind of weird. This is I almost wonder if I'm supposed to pitch the Elspeth. Then he just eats it, though, is the issue with the Trespasser. He pitch a Chain to the Rocks. Let's go to 1. I have to beat all of this, which is awkward. Maybe it's just the Specialist, because I highly doubt my Specialist is going to work. I'm going to go for the high-risk play. I'm going to get rid of a Chain to the Rocks. I don't know if that's correct, but it's what we're doing. Been the Specialist, do you think? There's certainly argument for it. I like this a little more, though. Because the thing about this is, so like, if he doesn't eat to the Chain to the Rocks, he's risking me just going land, Paragon, Chain to the Rocks you, which is something he should certainly think about. He probably won't, but like, you know, imagine if we had that. That'd be so bad for him. Oh, these Cave of the Frost Dragons, though. That's not good. Okay. What do we have to do here? We need to Chain to the Rocks something, that's for sure. Yeah, double Chain to the Rocks would have been good. Now you can't make a 2-chain joke. That's fair. Oh, we're gonna do this. Target this. Pay 1. Kind of weird, but I think I'm actually supposed to eat the token here, which is kind of wild. Could eat the reflection, but... Maybe it's eat reflection, and then, like... No, I think I, like, eat this, put Yorion in hand. I don't know, that's tough. Go. But I think this play makes sense. It sets up ECD, Yorion, Flicker. Like, I can ECD, then Yorion, Flicker, Chain to the Rocks, ECD, and get his entire board. Liliana of the Veil. That's annoying. Edict me. Okay. Well, that's really good, because the Extraction Specialist, obviously. So, I think we're in pretty okay shape. I guess he can... Yeah, he can eat that. God, what the... My opponent, what is he doing? These Graveyard Trespassers. Twitter said this card's bad. Shouldn't be in your deck. Oh my god, more Fables? Good lord. This guy just can't stop fabling. God dang it, dude. The missed land drops this game going to be a problem for sure. We got to do this. And I think it has to be... I wonder if it's actually hit the Trespasser, discard... Raven Inspector? I just want to keep pressure off myself. Oh no, we gotta probably have to hit a reflection. Yeah, we do have to hit a reflection, otherwise he just starts looping. Okay. Go. Still think we can win, but we're in trouble. And he gets to Croxamy here, too. I do get to chain it, but... It's too much heat. Way too much heat. Yeah, Elspeth could be good for sure if we can get to that spot, obviously, but... We'll see. I think I would rather just play Thraben Yorion if we draw an untapped land, though. Jeez, dude. All 4 Fables, huh? Discard a card. I think it's got to be... Actually, no. It's got to be Specialist. Because if I draw an untapped land, I need to play this. That's just so frustrating, man. Elspeth doesn't get the job done here. Does Yorion get the job done? Flicker this out, flicker this out. I mean, we're going to... I don't know that I'm dead here. I'm pretty dang close, but... What does this need to eat? I think I need to eat this. I don't know, though. Maybe not. I don't like that this gets a free damage. I think I'm actually dead here no matter what I do, but... I guess if I eat the... No, I'm still dead to that, too. And my opponent gets to edict me here. Yeah, I'm super dead. I need to go to the next game. Yeah, Graveyard Trespasser, it sure did. Also, their quad Fable draw was pretty good, too, I think. Also, us missing lands. There were a lot of problems there, other than just the... Did we ever? Yeah, we did. We did miss lands. We didn't hit the land 6, which was big. The second Cave of the Frost Dragon off the top was horrendous. I'm not even sure we should be playing this card at all, but I didn't want to edit the list first try, but I don't really think this seems all that necessary in this deck. I feel like we're just, like, when we get to the point where we'd be activating this, we should be just winning every game anyway. But, I don't know, Igloo Boy. I'm just sticking with what Will played to a top 8, so they're probably enough, right? These count. So you got 4, 5, 8, 14. You have 14 mountains in an 80 card deck. I don't know the math on it, but it's probably good enough. We're still going to probably run the same. Oh, Knight of the White Orchid's pretty bad on the play, right? Do I just cut these? What up, AO, my shin? How's it going, man? I feel like Knight of the White Orchid is awful here, now that we're on the play. But maybe not. I mean, I guess if I miss lands, this is still good, but we have to miss lands pretty heinously. Maybe I still keep them. It can still ramp me into this stuff. If I were to cut it, it'd be more Skyclaves, which, again, I still don't think are good. We could play more Portable Holes, but I don't think it's necessary. It is also Devotion for Nick, though, so yeah. That one is like, if we're bringing in Skyclave, that's less of an argument, but I agree. All right, we're keeping this. I think I just want to go Cave, Cave. We'll take 2 on this if we have to. That's fine. I have to play this game pretty quick, so I'm not going to explain everything as much. Kind of just have to move. Okay. Yeah, very acceptable hand, no question. That's fine. I'm gonna eat that and attack him. Double Paragon makes that play pretty appealing. These are the kinds of games where Knight of the White Orchid being at our deck still is really good, because if I draw one and we like start missing lands, we can still certainly play the game. Well, there goes my Karn, I'd imagine. There's no way he leaves me with Karn here. Yeah. Okay. Just gonna attack with both. Because if he blocks my companion, I don't care, and just draw a card, the Extraction Specialist. That's like gotta be really good for me here. It's like no way he even blocks, right? Yeah. I will play Paragon. Go. He's got to have a Dreadbore for it, pretty much. Could have, like, Noxious Grasp, I guess. Could have Extinction Event, too. You could have a few things, but... You could also pop Blood and Fatal Push, I suppose, which is annoying, but certainly beatable. I'll block. Is he trying to stomp here? He's probably trying to stomp. Alright. I won't block. He also didn't want to use his blood. Is probably the case here. So I'm just going to make him use that blood. Force that blood. Alright. Well, another Thoughtseize. Opponent's hand has been pretty good. At least they're taking some damage, though. Yeah, here comes Fatal Push. At least it looks like they have a somewhat difficult decision from this, the way they're playing this, so. Hive. Okay. Sure. That's good. There's like some argument to not attack, but I'm going to attack. And we're just going to play another Paragon, I guess. Oh, can you beat it again? Go. Easy clap. Yeah, I agree. Not bad. I will not block. I probably should just be not attacking with this, but because of how low my clock is, I think we just have to do it. Not happy about it, but whatever. Sure. Gideon's a really good draw here. Running real hot this game so far. Thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate that. Create a knight. I think I'm going to 3 him in the air. I guess I could just not attack. Not attacking might be the... You know what? I'm going to not attack. Let's keep this Gideon in play. Let's try to ride it to victory. Just no attacks. Seems fine to me. Still got 4.5 minutes. I'm going to try and play the game at least somewhat intelligently. This is Pioneer. How does it feel now? Yeah, that's fair. Is that quad Paragon? No, it's only trip Paragon, but I guess it's almost the same odds as drawing quad in a 60. Drawing 3 of in an 80 is about the same as quad in a 60, so... I think, anyways. I'm not 100% sure of that statement, but I think it's pretty close. But Zarek, I don't know how long you've been away from the game, but Pioneer is basically like between standard and modern. It's kind of like New Age modern, really, to be honest with you. But okay, fine with me. Them having another removal spell would really suck, which they definitely could have. Okay. Blocks. Graveyard Trespasser here would be infuriating, but not much I can do about it. He's got 1 card left. I mean... Okay. Sheoldred will be bad, too. Oh, it's a Shatter Skull, isn't it? It's not that bad at all. I can't believe he didn't do that. Oh, I guess he couldn't do that first. Oh, Croxa's back. I didn't even realize he had that in the yard. It's alright, I guess. It's bad, but it's beatable. Get back Companion. Draw a card. Make a 2/2. Go. Okay. It's pretty stinking bad for me. Let's pitch this. God, this guy just doesn't... Oh, he has a Bone Crusher, yeah. Yeah, makes sense. Not a terrible draw, but not a great one either. Yeah, 6/6 is pretty darn big. I'm just trying to... Yeah, we're gonna do this. I don't love this, but I think I really need to... Alright. Top decking a land there's like, okay. It's not amazing, but... Actually put Yorion in hand here. No, I don't think that makes sense. We're trying to loot into... Loot into a Chain to the Rocks here. Okay. That at Gideon, that at Gideon. So Gideon's just going to die, and I'm going to double block the Hive with my 2/2s, I think. I think that makes the most sense to me. I guess another play here is I can chump block Kroxa, double block Bone Crusher. Yeah, he's reconsidering his attack. At me. At me. All of it at me? Really? That's interesting. Well, now I think this... like double blocking the Hive or double blocking the Giant? They like double blocking the Hive. Just doing this here. Kind of surprised at this line, to be honest, but... we'll take it. I don't actually hate Thraben here, but... I'm going to say... God, I've got to make a decision. We'll bin it. Wait. Where's my card? Where is my card? Well, that's going to be a file for comp. This is not the first time this has happened to me playing Fable, by the way. That's literally the second time this has happened. How is that a thing? And also, how is that a thing no one else has ever brought up? That's so stupid. Yeah, free leagues are nice, I guess. Dude, come on, man. What a stupid way for this game to conclude. This game was so close. Yeah, I didn't get one, Terran. This is actually the second time I've encountered this bug. This is not the first time. I was playing a really bad God Pharaoh's Gift one time. God Pharaoh's Gift blue-red deck, and the same thing happened where I, like, looted and didn't get a card. Yeah, it's not... yeah, it's really stupid, but whatever. All right, well, that's a garbage way to end. I was probably going to lose the clock here anyway, but... We'll take our comp league, I suppose. So just free league for me. I guess if that match was any indication, I guess I just need all my Skyclaves to stay in my deck. I'm not sure that we are actually dead, Igloo Boy. If I just top deck a Chain to the Rocks there, I think we're winning by a pretty wide margin, actually. So it really depends what the top card of my deck was. Possible I'm just supposed to leave in Portable Hole too, but I think Skyclave Apparition is cleaner. Just being able to eat the Kroxa matters, so we'll leave in all our Skyclaves next time we play that matchup. Whatever. That was pretty tilting, though. Would have liked to at least see what the card was. Oh, how about that hand? Oh, boy. All right, well, thank God we have a comp league. We'll mulligan this as well. All right, this one plays Magic at least. One of the Chain to the Rocks is going for sure. Honestly, I might get rid of both Chain to the Rocks. Could just be Charming Prince, I guess. Yeah, it's probably Charming Prince. This just being an inherent 2-for-1 is good. We can find another one. Excuse me, another one of these later. Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, we're playing against Canister. That's awesome. All right. Looks like he's also 0-1. He's playing a Giganta deck. Okay. Probs on heroic, that would make sense. That kind of makes sense. Canister doesn't really strike me as a heroic guy, but maybe he is. I don't know. Seems like he'd be playing something more interesting than that, but I have no idea. I bet you he's playing like prowess or something. It just seems odd that he would play heroic. I don't know. Okay, won you. It's the main deck he plays in Pioneer? Interesting. That's odd to me. It doesn't seem like a canister deck to me. Well, and I guess Fable makes sense then. In before I get stomped. He probably just has a 2-drop he wanted to protect with God's Willing, I guess. Defiant Strike, my guy. Okay, well. Yep. Well, ECD ain't going to get it done here. That one's going to go. I think everything else is acceptable, though. That makes sense, Igloo Boy. That's fair. I think I want to keep everything else. Okay. I may want to leave this back, actually. Yeah, I think I just leave it back. Is there any real reason to leave it back? If he goes, like... Am I dead to this on his turn? Probably not. It's probably nice to have the option to block, though. I'll take. He very obviously has God's Willing. Can we go for Portable Hole here and then put Yorion in hand? Mm-hmm. Yeah, what a shock. He didn't do anything on turn 2, so it was pretty obvious he had the God's Willing, in my opinion, but... Okay, Yorion to hand, please. Go. Yep. Okay. Well, we need to hope he doesn't have another one. Oh, we're taking a lot more than 4, Coleman. We're taking 10. And I don't think I should block either, so... Yeah. Oh, God. Okay, yeah. Not great for me, that is for sure. Feel like I'm pretty dead here, but we'll see. So, I think my play here is going to be Thraben Inspector, pop Clue, see if I can draw an untapped white source so I don't have to use my treasure. Yeah, I know I gotta try, but I'm gonna try and keep my treasure in play. Ay, 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 ay. Try to eat this. Yeah. Pretty bad for me, that is for sure. Feel like Variant's definitely not on my side this game. We mulled to 5. We can't hit a 4th land. He's had double God's Willing and 17 cards, which is probably less likely him to have 2 God's Willing and 17 than me to not hit a 4th land in 12. But regardless. Let's chump block this, I think. I think that's all I'm going to do. Alright, we've still got a shot is the crazy thing. Now I can start cloning Thrabins every turn. Yeah, okay. And now he's tapped out, so... Ooh. Actually just clone Skyclave, right? That's kind of nuts. Finally drew a land. It wasn't a good land, but I guess we could also just Yorion here. Yorion here seems pretty gross. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. This plays around a lot of stuff. So, do I even want to flicker this? I don't actually think I do. I think I like it just being a reflection. I guess it's bad if he makes me block with this with, like, God's Willing on white. I guess getting a loot is probably good. Yeah, we'll still flicker this. It is all coming together, Terran, for sure. So I believe we're supposed to hit both Virtuosos. There's an argument to hit Virtuoso District. Because I think... Yeah, Igloo Boy, I think it was close. I agree, but the problem with that line, there are a few problems with that line. God's Willing on white forces us to have to chump block, potentially. I guess we'll hit the double striker. It's probably just the most dangerous. I don't think we need to clone Skyclave next turn at all. Having the option is good, obviously, but I don't think it's needed. And I think producing 2 mana might actually be important next turn, too, because I can Skyclave plus Chain plus Karn with the Nykthos, potentially. I don't know. It's close. I think it's a little greedy, though. Could be wrong, but that's my opinion of it. It's also possible we're just going to loot the Karn away. I don't know that it's necessary, although it can get a glass casket, so it's just like another answer to his things. Well, this is certainly a matchup where ECD is going to not be in my deck anymore. We're just going to bring in probably the one of Glass Casket and the 2 Marches. I don't think I need the Casket to tutor off Karn. I think I'd rather just have it in my deck to draw. But we'll see. So is he thinking about doing a thing on his upkeep? Alright, sounds good, Igloo Boy. Alright, he concedes. His hand must have been terrible. Let's just be like 2 more lands. Wild. Okay. Out of my deck. In my deck. In my deck. In my deck. That's all we want. Welp, never mind, I'm back. Yeah, okay, fair. Karn, honestly, like, once I take the Casket out of my sideboard, like, Karn is pretty heinous, but I think it's just what I have to keep. It's like Damping Sphere has some amount of text. It's not great at all. So Flagship has some amount of text too. Maybe I'm just supposed to leave the Casket in the board. I don't know. I feel like just drawing this effect in the first 2 turns is so critical that I just want it in my deck. Yeah, just tutor for Flagship or Gear Hall can be happy with it. Kind of unfortunate. I wish I could just cut Karn entirely in this matchup, but there's no way I can do it. ECD doesn't do anything. This is too much mana. Gideon Ally is kind of interesting, just making infinite chump blockers. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't know about 6 mana Elspeth, but we can try it. I'm in to try it, I guess. Yeah, screw it. I mean, they like can never beat this card if they don't have an Ancestral Anger or God's Willing, I guess. If you just start plussing it over and over, and even its minus could be useful. Hey, we'll try it. Sure, whatever. I'm into it. We're up a game. We've got a free league because of Moto bugs, so it's just all free value right now. We're just playing for fun. We'd say the same thing about Karn, right? Like, everything's a free discard to Fable if it's not a good card in the matchup. Yeah, absolutely keeping the quad removal spell hand here. We're going to keep this. Can't imagine too much better of a hand than this. It's going pretty good, Jeff. It's going pretty good. We're 0-1 right now, but we lost a little bit to a Moto bug, where you loot with Fable and you don't actually get the card. I've had that happen before, too, so it's kind of funny. It's not the first time I've experienced that bug. But we may have lost the match anyway, and we also may have lost a clock, which is kind of to be expected when I'm playing a deck like this. Okay, we're going to Glass Casket that to be mana efficient. Go. Sure. Red mana. I'm going to try and draw a card here. Yeah, I think he might be missing a land. Hard to know for sure, though. Okay. That's a good one. Now I can just chain to the rocks plus March. I think that's the safe play here. The greedy play is Fable, but I'm going to do the safe play. Giganta to hand. Oh, a Showdown. Yeah, that makes sense. Definitely a good card in this matchup. Ooh, he's playing Electrostatic in his deck. That's kind of gas. I like that. Fable. Could Skyclave the Showdown, but I think that's heinous, to be completely honest. So, just do this. Kind of funny. I don't know that I'm going to loot anything here. Yeah, shocks it in. Plays both these. Yep. It's a lot of dudes. A lot of dudes. Really? I'll block. Kind of surprised at that. Guess he didn't want me getting mana, but I'm fine with it. I think it's gonna... Yeah, Igloo Boy, I agree. I think his attack was a little ambitious there. I get the theory behind it, because he didn't think I'd block, because he's probably not planning on me just having infinity answers, which I will admit is very lucky on my end. I only have like 11 answers. I've drawn 7 of them or whatever, but, you know, here we are. I'm just going to say no here, because I don't want to get bugged out again, and my hand's good anyway. Okay, so we play this. Play Chain to the Rocks. I guess I target this one now, just in case he has some way to blow up a land. Sheesh, dude. Canister just laying it on right now. Just infinity threats. The good news is we have one more removal spell, and even if he can deal with this, then I pick up Yorion and can flicker my removal spells, so... Yeah, I mean, he's certainly getting a little unlucky here, but... To be fair, he's also getting a little lucky with how many threats he's drawn, so, you know, it evens out, but... It's an 8/8 actually. I still think we're in good shape regardless, but okay, that's a pretty funny draw actually. I guess we target this. I'm sure Canister's just thrilled how many answers we've drawn in this game. Alright, so the question is, do I hold up Activate Cave block? Because that is an option. I do have 4 Devotion. Canister's not stupid enough to walk into that, though. 4, 3... So I think I just put the Yorion in my hand. He's going to fire up Den, attack all, and then I just, like, eat the 1/1, take 6. That seems fine, right? I think so. Go. Yeah, I agree. Question is, do I just trade with Den? I don't think so. I think we just eat the 1/1. So I think I want to flicker this for the loot. think he's fine with that exchange too. The damage, obviously. Okay, that's gonna be a good thing to loot away. I'm not playing that. Tap this, add white. I guess I should attack first, probably, right? So let's do that. Then let's do this. Okay. Flicker this one, flicker this one. Eat your 3/3. Attach it to this mountain. I pray to God he can't blow up this mountain. Honestly, I probably should just attach to this, I guess, just in case something crazy happens. I don't think there's a way he could blow this up, but there could be. So let's just attach it to this. Go. Pillage. Yeah, not pillage, but, I mean, there are really bad cards that he could play that could blow up lands. None of them are even remotely playable, but he could have them in his deck. I don't know. Yes, it is, Murphy. Yes. Sorry for the delayed response there, but yes, it's the X-Whale build. And I'm not sure if Will got the initial idea from Kellen Pastor, because that's who tweeted about it last week. That was like the first time I'd seen the list. But either way, it's very much my kind of deck. It's a little bit scary there. Okay. So I just need to not lose to God's Willing. We have him on a 2-turn clock in the air with Cave plus Yorion. That's perfect. Well, now I can't lose, I don't think. Alright, let's see if it works this time. It did work this time, chat, so... Oh, man. I guess there's a reason to do this, so... Because we can cycle... I guess we want to do it afterwards. Cast this. I imagine he'll just concede here, to be completely honest, but... Do I want to attack first? If I attack first, that lets me play the Elspeth that we boarded in, so I guess, yeah. So second main, activate this for 8 white. Cycle this. Okay, he doesn't even want to see it. He's had enough. Alright, well, we lost to a bug and we beat Canister, so pretty good league so far, I guess. Canister just not buying Gigantha. Yeah, that was a mistake, but I think he's a little demoralized right now. I'd be demoralized too. Can you imagine losing to Thraben Inspector and Pioneer? That's rough. That's rough. And right there, he just lost to infinity removal spells out of my 80-card deck. And again, I play 11 and I drew like 8. So that was insanely lucky. He did draw a lot of threats, but he plays more than usual because he's on Electrostatic Infantry. My god, I want to keep this on the draw so bad, but it's wrong. Oh, I want to keep it so bad. There's just like no way I can, though. It's so undisciplined to keep this in. Don't do it. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Alright, this one's a lot better. Chain of the Rocks doesn't do anything yet, but this gets a mountain. Might just be the Rafine's Informant. I think it's by far the worst card in my hand, to be honest, so let's get rid of this. could have been Karn, but Karn's just good against pretty much everything. Okay, mono green. Okay, Thraben. Go. I would imagine our mono green matchup is very bad, but that's my guess. I could be wrong on that. I might be underselling the power of being a 4x Field of Ruin deck with a lot of 1-mana answers to things. Why is he playing mono white? It's the worst color in Magic. Dude, I couldn't tell you, man. I don't know. Alright, well, I think I'm just going to pop the clue. Leave Thraben, probably leave Thraben back. We could get in for 1 damage. 1 damage could matter later, I guess. Oh, that's Canister's quote? That's gas. That's pretty funny. That's really good, actually. Apparently Canister didn't pay attention to challenge results this weekend, I guess. Hope someone clipped that. Yeah, I do too, to be honest. Can't even be mad about it at all. Alright, well, we lose. I don't think I can beat this card ever, especially on turn 3. Alright, I lied. We can maybe beat it. Beast to Burden! Thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it, dude. Alright, Beseiju. Okay. Pop clue. Yes, it does. It is spicy, I agree. Although I think here I'm just going to get a Triome and then play this, Chain to the Rocks, this. He still just has enough mana to flashback Storms anyway. He has 2 of them now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 exactly. Oh boy. I think I'd rather save this for a cycle, but you might be right. I don't know. I think I'd rather cycle this, though, right? I'm not going to have any lack of lands because I can Yorion Flicker this later. But I think I'd much rather just cycle. Opponent's hand was just a little too explosive. I don't think I'm going to be able to beat this at all, but I also think this matchup is probably not good. A lot of the reason I think this deck had success this weekend is green is way down in popularity right now because I don't think it's very good, to be completely honest, but because supposedly it loses to, I think I'm going to get the other Triome, although it can psych. Yeah, we still have another, yeah. Don't think it really matters which one. Let's attack. Boom. Bang. Won ya. I will say, like, this matchup is winnable. It's just bad. Like, if they do the explosive thing, it's really hard to keep up with them. It's the exact kind of game I would expect to lose. The game where they go ramp, 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 Cavalier, or Storm, and then hit Cavalier and another Storm. Like, it's just so much to have to beat. Okay, at least his storms, honestly, have been somewhat medium. Okay, he's on the black splash. That's good to know. What does Karn do? I guess I could Pithing Needle. What if I Pithing Needle name Karn so his Karns can't do anything? How wild would that be? Because later I can Yorion flicker out the needle and then activate my Karn. It might actually be my play, to be completely honest. He's about to storm again. Maybe I wait. The problem is I can't wait. I have to make the play, like, immediately. But I just, like, cannot beat him storming into Karn and getting the 6-mana artifact, right? There's just, like, no way. Making all my stuff more expensive. I just don't think I can beat that at all. I think it's my best option. I think it's the only winning line. I really do. Unless we think I can get just lucky as can be again, but he's only seen one Karn. He's seen 3 Kioras, so I certainly don't need to name Kiora. The problem is if he finds Vraska, he can just pop the needle. But then I could always rebuy the needle later with, like, Sarah Paragon. I think it's just got to be the winning line. I don't know. I could also just play this, put Yorion in hand. And just hope he has another bad storm, but I'm just never beating him hitting a Karn. And he has 3 more to hit. I don't know. It's all bad. It's all really bad. Yeah. Yeah, I do think it's the best play. I'm really unhappy with it. Oh, God, my inactivity timer was going. Good Lord. Yeah. Gear Hulk's, like, kind of interesting, too, I guess, but... Go. Not a spot I'm happy with, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. God dang it, Igloo Boy. That's funny. Oh, he drew another storm. Holy moly, dude. Hopefully he just looks at 3 Karns with this. How many Karns do you think are in this Storm to Festival right now? Real talk. I guarantee you there's one if he's tanking this hard on this. I'd buy that. Opponent probably thinks I'm a psycho. The play was totally wild, but I think it's the only way I can win. I really do. Okay. Old Growth and Oath. Yep. There's a lair that's a problem too. A lot of issues right now. A lot of issues. Now he gets to storm again. Another play I could have made, which I guess maybe was better, was tutor Cataclysmic Gear Hulk first. And then try to do the Needle the following turn. But what if this deck played a 1 of Farewell? It certainly could. Certainly could. Be pretty dang good right here. Yeah, that's fair. I almost certainly was. I agree with that. His draw was just... I mean, this is just... When green goes unchecked, this is just what happens. I mean, I couldn't interact with his mana, and he has just gone completely insane. I think it's very good, Protest. I think it's very good. I think this is probably a pretty good Field of Ruin deck. Very good with Sarah Paragon, so it's pretty cool. Just no way I can stabilize from this position, I don't think. Opponent still with 7 floating mana. This is turn 5, and my opponent has seen 40 cards in a mono green deck. 40. Make that 46. They've now seen 46 cards by turn 5 in their mono green deck. Just burn opponent's clock. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. I could block there. Not gonna play this. Put Yori on an end. Go. Funny enough, they're gonna have more time on their clock than me still. Well, never mind. They're tanking too hard. Maybe they can somehow deck themselves, I guess. They see all 4 this game? No, they've only seen 3. Very unlucky, really. Ah, yes. The main deck boat, huh? Okay. If I draw Chain to the Rocks, you think I can still win, huh? How? Exactly? Yeah, I don't know. We can actually do some fancy stuff where we, like, tuck a Cavalier and then give it back to him to force him to lose 6 more cards. We could try to deck him, but it's just, like, a little too late for that now. Opponent now with 50 mana in the pool. That's fair. Yeah, that is fair, Igloo Boy. You're right. So if we can not die, the problem is he just fires up both layers and I'm dead. Because he can send all the elves here. I think he can... Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I'm super dead. If he has any idea how to count at all. If opponent is a graduate of preschool, I think we're dead here. It's about how difficult the counting is. Well, at least that doesn't do anything. Which is kind of funny. Okay. Okay. Yeah. 2 minutes on clock is nice, for sure. I'm just going to no block. Alright. Just classic mono green things over here. Well. Marches coming in. Gideon and Elspeth are interesting to me. I think they're probably supposed to be in my deck. Minus on Elspeth is somewhat real. Glass Casket I probably want to bring in as well. My prime tutor targets are going to be Gear Hulk and Piffing Needle in this matchup, and God Pharaoh's statue probably, maybe Boat, but... And I might want Gideon. Extraction Specialist is heinous, so I think we're cutting all of those. Sarah Paragon, honestly, is pretty terrible, too. I think I like Thraben Inspector more because it draws cards. But Paragon just, like... I mean, it can get over them, but they play Cavalier. I guess it's, like, still fine, but... It's not good. Maybe the Gideon allies aren't good. I just feel like maybe Emblem matters. Emblem and then, like, ECD, get it back later. Just, like, make an army. Alright, sounds good, man. We'll talk to you later, dude. Maybe Sun's Champion isn't actually good. I don't know. There are a lot of debatable cards here. Elspeth is probably, like, only good if I have Nykthos, if I can get it out above or ahead of schedule. I don't know. It's interesting. I think I want to try the Walkers and see how they do. I feel like Paragon is bad. I feel like that's going to be my cut. That's my gut instinct here. I'm going to stick with it. No Mountain is awkward, but I'm going to keep it. Still got some good answers to things. Go. Sure. Just want to march that. I think I do. March that. We can Skyclave whatever his next play is, hopefully. Okay. Or we can just play this. Could also put Yorion in hand. I actually wonder if Yorion to hand is the best line here. It actually might be. I think it is, to be honest. I'm going to put Yorion in my hand. I really like Yorion in hand here, then Apparition tap land the following turn, and then Yorion the turn after that, more than likely. The 4-5 in play is just really dangerous. Gets him under some amount of pressure. Yep. Okay, it's interesting, actually. Huh. Well, so now the question is, do I like Thraben Apparition? The answer might be yes. Then I get maximum value off my Yorion if I draw an untapped land. Yeah, I'm going to do that. This will also give me value off this in a little bit, sure. Okay, that's a pretty cool draw there. Let's loot, though, first and try to hit an... I guess that doesn't matter if I hit an untapped land. No, it doesn't. It does matter if I hit a mountain, though. Mountain specifically here is busted. Let's see. So I probably want the Thraben in play. Yeah, I think so. So Thraben into play. Activate Nykthos for devotion to white. cast this. Always yield. It's a pretty cool draw there. I don't really need this at all. I think I pitch this and then probably pop a clue. Could play the knight for no value, but I think that's probably bad. It seems terrible to me. I think I'm pitching this. Okay, I can still play this, and I'm going to. It's a mountain as well, which is awesome. Pass turn. Well, I love my position now. This is exactly where I want to be. Yep, that's dead. I assume he gets the land here. Treasure vault, yep, that's what I thought, but it's fine. So I'm going to go Chain to the Rocks your guy. I want to get this into play just for more devotion. Certainly a chance. Let's attack him first. Okay. Obviously we're going to do this. Probably want to get this in, I guess. It's just more pressure. I think I'm supposed to. And I will blind loot here. No reason not to. Oh my god. Gideon Emblem here is pretty gross if he has Cavalier. Let me line up. So if I play this in Emblem, how disgusting is that going to be? Or I could keep this to just answer the Cavalier, which might be better. Probably is better. Let's see. Cavalier would block. Yorion, he'd take 2, 4, 7, 10, 13. He would take 13 damage. Otherwise, he would take 15 damage. I don't know. I don't hate going wide necessarily at all. That's very interesting to me. That's really, really close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 10, 12. I think I like having the answer more, though. That's really close. I think the answer is going to do a little more for me. Yep. Yep. It's fine. Add to devotion. Let's, I guess, do a clue first. At least one. Chain to the Rocks. Well, that's... Actually, would rather do this, I think, though, funny enough. Because if he does have the other Beseiju, if he's playing 2, I don't want him to be able to get 2 things back. So, let's draw another card. Okay, that's an unbelievably good draw. Do this for 5. Oh, maybe this matchup isn't as bad as I thought it was. We kind of just steamrolled them that game. It honestly just comes down to, can we draw one of our 2 Nykthoses? I'm not sold that this is not a 3 Nykthos deck, but like I said, I didn't really want to make any changes to it without playing playing through a league. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, Nykthos was everything that game. It was the difference between having a somewhat mediocre draw and having a completely broken draw. So to be fair, though, even without Nykthos, we still would have functioned pretty well, but it was still helpful, especially on that last turn. I don't think I'm changing anything, though. Yikes. Oh, we're going to mulligan that. I've also opened a lot of hands that look kind of like this today. Just like no white source. It's so bad. Oh, it's a keep. It's not a good one, but it's a keep. It's either an informant or the Paragon. Paragon is a one of now, so if I want to have it in this game, I probably should keep it in my hand. And I think it seems actually okay. It lets me multiple Field of Ruin if I find one of them, and there are 4 of them. Maybe I wasn't supposed to cut this because of Field of Ruin, thinking more on it. This might just be better than the 6-mana Elspeth, but we're gonna do this. Okay, well, we'll see if 6-mana Elspeth has legs, I guess. That's how this game's gonna go. Do this, go ahead. Yeah, that's bad. I can't interact with that one. Combat, attack. See if he falls for it. Okay. Opponent's smart enough to block. Fiend's Informant. Okay, definitely pitching one of my knights, I believe. Could pitch the Elspeth, but I think the Elspeth's a good way to maybe win later, and I can always replay this off Paragon later, so let's do that. This basic mountain looking pretty awkward again, I must say. Them having a Nykthos is pretty gross. That's also pretty gross. Yeah. Not liking our spot, but what can you do? Cavalier, yeah, that's pretty bad for me. Pretty bad for me. Okay. Well. Mana this game just lining up super awkwardly for me, unfortunately. I think I have to just play a knight here naked, get more devotion on the table, but I'm not happy about it. Storm the Festival too, good lord. Okay. Opponent just having a good green hand. We had a pretty slow hand. Maybe I should have mulliganed again. I don't know. We already took one mulligan, didn't we? Yeah, we did. So it's kind of hard to argue that I should have gone to 5. That's a little ambitious, but... Maybe their storm's bad? Nope, it's about perfect. Heart of Kirin. Well, I can kill the Karn, but that's obviously not very good. I guess we just do this. We just... Man, dude, it's so bad, man. Ugh. Yeah, I've got to get the Paragon into play, that's for sure. And then we just send all at the Karn, I suppose. So I think I have to. No other play. No other real play, at least. There was also the line, I guess, of Knight plus Fable, but I don't think that's good here. Not good enough, at least. I don't know. It's debatable, but... Why would you block that one? That's a strange one to block to me, I guess because it has the most power, but still kind of odd. Leaving me with a lot of devotion seems like a good way to potentially lose. Just leaving me with 5 mana in play, but whatever. Opponent doesn't have to really care that much. We know they have Cavalier in hand. We know they have a Storm in the yard. It's just all a complete disaster right now. Possible we can win, but it's going to be real hard. Yep. We are just in a world of trouble now. Really need a Chain to the Rocks super badly. We need a lot of things. We need, like, Field of Ruin, Chain to the Rock. We need... it's hard to even imagine what my sequence needs to be, but it's going to need to be real good. I might be able to bait him into crewing the heart and then minusing an Elspeth later. Some chance that can happen, I guess. Oh, here comes another Storm the Festival. No, they're 1 mana short. Okay. It's fine. So stupid, man. Holy crap. What a hand. Well, this match was one of the most unexciting things I've ever experienced. That's just so bad. Jeez, it's... I really needed all that mana. We had a lot of potential for a good turn, but that just got cut off. I think I am super, super, super dead here. I'll take 4. This would have been such a good draw, too. Okay. So, it's going to be hard, but I think this game is, you know, still possible to win, so we're going to try. I'm going to play a knight out of the yard. And then I'm going to play a knight out of my hand. We're going to go get 2 basic planes, and then I guess I probably get a basic planes and then a triumph. Yeah. Basic planes. Play this one. Trigger. Go get a triumph. We'll go get this one. None of it really matters, but I certainly cannot attack, but I'm so dead. My opponent now can Sky Sovereign, hit one of the knights. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I feel very, very dead. They can tutor up God Pharaoh's statue. They have approximately 1,000 mana. They have a storm they can flash back. Honestly, it would probably behoove myself to just concede this game and move on to the next match, but whatever. Elspeth is cracked in this matchup. It's fine in this matchup. I wouldn't say it's cracked. Like, its minus gives them a bunch of death triggers, and its plus, like, isn't... I mean, its ultimate wins the game, but the problem is you're just going to lose to combo before that happens, I think, typically. So, it's fine at best. I don't know. I might be underselling it. Maybe it's better than I think it is. We'll find out soon. Maybe. Or it might just die. I mean, my opponent might just be able to combo kill me right now. They have Karn Kiora in play. They can tutor up. They can tutor up the buyback spell. They have a Karn in the yard. We're probably just dead, honestly. I don't think I'm going to get another turn, but he can do whatever he wants. This whole sideboard here is probably a good option. Yeah, Chain Veil, there's no way I beat that ever, right? I do not think I can beat that. Yeah. Still has one more activation of Kiora. Really? You didn't activate the Chain Veil again? Why? Why wouldn't you just activate the Chain Veil again there? It's so greedy, dude. It's such a bad play. He's going to spin into something good, so it probably doesn't matter, but, like, it's a horrible play. Just so wildly unnecessary. Just Chain Veil a couple more times and then do that. I'm wondering if opponent's hit here was bad. They deserve it. They played... I mean, that's just an awful play. Not Chain Veiling at least one... Oh, no. Just the perfect hit. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Why get punished for playing terribly when you can just spin into the perfect 2? Well, we're dead here. No way I win. Yeah, exactly, Chubbiest Cheese. He had to tank. He had to tank about if Kiora Karn was actually the best possible thing, if win the game immediately was best possible. But it turns out it was. It was good for him. There he goes, not untapping Chain Veil again. I just, like, I don't get it. What in the heck is going on? He's just trying, maybe he's just trying to save time. I guess. Well, we're going to make him kill me. But I am very dead. Okay. Clock is my only avenue to victory now, but I don't think we're gonna get there. Just firing up a layer here, or... Okay. Oh, Shadow Spear, of course. Yeah. I had missed that. I wasn't really paying attention, I'm not gonna lie. I've lost my interest. Alright. He got us. He got us. Alright, chat. Give me one moment. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Alright. Let us continue. Opponent is watching guide on combo as we speak. Yeah, probably. Who knows? Maybe I was supposed to mulligan to 5, but doesn't seem like a very winning formula to me. Oh god, are we... Well, we could be playing against a lot of things here. It could be the enigmatic deck. We could be playing a mirror. I'm going to keep this. The mirror would be annoying, because that's just going to take forever. But... could also just be like Esper control, blue-white control, we'll see. Alright, it's enigmatic. I don't know how this matchup is for us, honestly. Probably close. I would assume this one's close. Okay. Not if I draw a million portable holes. It's not going to be close, though. It's the worst card in my deck in this matchup, I would say. Deals with the token off Fable, I guess, which is not nothing, but... I guess I can just loot the portable holes away, though, so that's pretty gas. Although he might just Leyline's binding my Fable. Yeah, what a monster. Yeah. It's actually kind of interesting, though. I can Apparition that, which is pretty hilarious. Let's attack. It doesn't actually do anything, though, because he took the token. Never mind. I think it's going to play a 3-2, I guess. I don't expect this to die anytime soon. Could play the Knight of the White Orchid, but this puts him under more pressure, so I like this more. Opponent at least out here missing lands right now, so that's pretty good for me. Okay, that's a really good draw. Really, really good draw. 3-Ute. Well, if there were ever a time where I could win this matchup, it's a game where they just get stuck on 2 lands. I'm going to pitch 2 portable holes. Okay, that's all really good. Okay. Oh. So what is the best play here? It's definitely play land. And I think I just get the Paragon into play, to be honest. Want to keep that pressure going. Could also play both of these. Which in theory, I guess, could be a little better. Play this, draw a card, play this. Trial's, like, embarrassing no matter what, though. I'm just going to play this. I think this makes sense to me. I can replay Portable Hole next turn or Spirited Companion if I need to. If he has a Trial, I just sack Specialist and then replay Specialist, buying back the Companion, drawing a card. I think this seems quite good to me. Oh, that's really good there. Question really is just, how do I want to play from this point? If we're attacking for 6, probably double companioning. I think I like that. They don't usually play any sweepers. They can get like an Agent of Treachery, but that's not going to beat me. If they have the Enigmatic. Could also Field of Ruin them twice, but they could get Island Forest and then still just mess me up, so probably best to do this. I should have held the land, to be honest, too, but we'll be all right. Okay. Knight of the White Orchid might be a little better than playing another one of these. I think it probably is. More power on the board. Go ahead. I don't hate my spot. A lot of things could potentially go wrong, though. Titan of Industry, actually, would be really bad. I was focused on Agent of Treachery, not thinking enough about Titan, but Titan here would be a problem. Alright, they didn't get it. Fortunately, didn't hit the land. For me, well, this one seems good. This one seems good. This one seems okay. Definitely want all this garbage out of my deck. Chain to the Rocks, I'll keep a couple. Don't love that one either, but... In fact, Chain to the Rocks might just be better than Apparition, but... They do play Fable, so Apparitioning Fable could be relevant, I guess. I think that's what we're going to do here. Well, we'll see what happens if my opponent doesn't miss 1,000 lands. That was pretty brutal. Stomping Ground is good. Okay. Go. Could Knight there, but I don't think it's good. I also might not Knight next turn either, though. We might wait to Knight until turn 4. We'll see. Because Fable next turn is pretty tempting. Opponent deep in the tank here. Really deep in the tank, apparently. Good lord. Come on, opponent, please. Please, opponent, return. I'll take a free win, but I kind of like to play, to be honest. Whatever. We can sit here. I'll take a free win. I have no idea why. I wonder if he DC'd or something. Like, there's no reason to, like, rage quit right now at all. I haven't even done anything in the first 2 turns other than play lands. So, kind of strange, but... whatever, I guess. I'm not opposed to getting free wins. That is for sure. It looks like that may be exactly what's going to happen here. Okay, well, I don't know what that was about, but we'll take the free dub. All right, chat, give me a moment. I'm going to get some more water, and then we will continue. All right, let's continue. Okay. 61 card special here from our opponent. Interesting. God, we've opened way too many of these hands. All right, we're going to mull. Oh, boy. We're going to keep. This hand is very awkward, but... huh. Can't even play Thraben on 1 this game, so I'm like tempted to bottom it, to be completely honest. But we could also bottom the Paragon, I guess. because I don't even have a second white yet. But if I draw a land, you'd have to imagine it's probably going to be a white source, but we don't know that for sure. Just wish this could have been our 7. It's a pretty good 7, but... My gut kind of tells me to just keep all the value, just get rid of this, keep everything that can set up. Makes Yorion better too. Let's keep all these ETBs. Alright, let's do that. Okay, looks like it's black-red, probably. That would have been good with Paragon. Probably lead on Mountain, I guess. Could lead on this. If I lead on... Lead on Mountain, though, seems fine. I don't think I can get punished at all, so... Blood Tithe, yeah. Okay, that's a really good draw, at least. I'm going to play the 2-drop that can trade with this. It's likely I'm going to pitch the Mountain here, to be honest. I could pitch the Knight, I guess. Pitching Knight is actually reasonable, too, because of how hard it is to cast at the moment. But... I just have this feeling that this is going to die, and then I'm going to want to buy this back with Extraction Specialist, not this, and then I can get value off this later. It's going to be the Mountain. I know that's greedy, but I don't care. Okay, they don't have another land in their hand, I don't think, if they're playing that one. Okay. That's kind of what I thought was going to happen. Which is why we played this the way we did. Okay, that's a pretty interesting draw. I think here is still going to be Field of Ruin, Extraction Specialist, Get Back, Informant, Trigger. Okay, we hit Chain to the Rocks. I'm going to keep that one. I think now I just ditch the Thraben Inspector or the Spirited Companion. Huh. Probably the Thraben, though. Could be the Knight, but the Knight... Yeah, I wonder actually if it's the Knight now that I have this. I think it is the Knight. I think I just want all ETBs when I inevitably Yorion later. I don't know, this one's kind of close, but... Go. Like I said, I'm pretty sure opponent just has 4 spells in their hand because they played Takanuma last turn, but... We'll see. I think they probably just top-decked this. Okay, that's a deal. That is a deal. Huh. They just want to put Yorion into my hand here, to be honest. Land Yorion in hand. But maybe it's a little early to get the Yorion in hand. We could just go, like... I guess I'm going to attack for 3. That's going to be the first thing I do. I'm not afraid of him activating Den at the moment at all. Could also just go, like, field the Den and then play Thraben, play land. I think I'd rather not do that. It does shuffle Sarah Paragon back in my... the one I put on bottom back in my deck, which is kind of cool, but... I think I'd rather not do that. I think I like the Yorion into hand here. Go. Sure. Sure. Works for me, man. Alright, Spirited Companion. Thraben. Go. Well, I love this position. We can pitch Portable Hole here. Okay. Shouldered gone. Interesting. Surprised they're pitching a Shieldred. It's kind of wild. They must have two then, right? It's the only way that makes sense to me. I'm going to draw a card first. But we do know we're pitching Portable Hole. I don't think I'm ever keeping that here. Yeah, we're just going to get rid of the Portable Hole for sure. I think double Chain to the Rocks is pretty solid. Here comes another Shieldred. Maybe not. Kalitas. Another Blood Tithe, maybe. Kroxa. Dreadbore. Sure. Tech Liliana for 1. Okay, so he doesn't have a removal spell then for the Thraben Inspector at instant speed at least. I think I'm cool here with just playing my Manland and playing the Yorion. Not the most value ever, but it's good enough. They very obviously have another Dreadbore with the way they played this here, but I think that's fine. Oh, Extinction on Odd? Extinction in the main? Madman. Alright, let's discard this. I'm going to hold that one in my hand. Probably. I mean, I can kill the Liliana, which is what we're going to do, but... I guess holding the land might be a little unnecessary. Probably is. Stack the Liliana and play the land. A little worried about like another Liliana, though. Liliana plus. But if I draw another land, I want to be able to activate Cave and pop Clue, so I am going to play it, but there's definitely argument to hold. Sure, we have that beat for now, at least. Chained to the Rocks. Really don't want to have to discard my last Chain to the Rocks, but like... I think we're just firing this bad boy up, and we want to be able to fire up and pop Clue next turn, so here we go. Really odd game. Okay. Not sure if we win this battle or not, but it's because I have Field of Ruin, we do. Let's keep playing these lands, I guess. Let's do this. Tap this, tap this, tap this, tap this. Tap this. Fire this up. 3U. That 1/1 could actually be a problem is the scary thing, but was the argument, I guess, to not let him den. That's bad. Do I want to Field of Ruin? Probably. Draws have not been great, I'm not gonna lie. Pop the clue here, probably. Man. Draws this game have not been amazing. I think I just make them have a push. I'm going to chain to the rocks. Don't think they play any way to blow up lands, so I guess it wouldn't matter anyway. I was just eating a token, but... I'm going to hold the land this time. Stomp me, sure. Chain to the rocks that. Not super worried about it. That's a little bit scary there. Yep, well, I'm happy I sandbagged the land, that's for sure. Karn the Great Creator, huh? Now I just go get Sky Sovereign, and we'll shoot the Bone Crusher. That was like a perfect draw there, almost. I think that's got to be the best play here. Makes him top deck something right now or he loses. It's got to be the best thing. Looking at everything else, yeah. Go. Next turn, I can hit him for 9 in the air if the board sits as it lies, so... Yep. Okay, nice. Alright, we're not going to board the way we boarded last time, although this guy didn't play a Trespasser, so that's pretty good news. He might be on a non-Trespasser build. That was really what got us in the last match. So last time we boarded out 3 apparitions and multiple portable holes, but I think that was just like too much. I guess let's bring, this can't hit walkers, but I think it's pretty reasonable. It's probably better than apparition. I think a glass casket. I think it's a lot better than portable hole in the matchup, I'll tell you that much. Let's do this. I still think portable hole's bad. And now that I brought in the removal spells, maybe I can get rid of some of these. What else would I cut is the problem. I'm a little worried that Maybe this just still isn't enough removal, but I don't think I brought in Casket and the Exile spell last time. Although maybe I did. I can't actually remember. I guess I probably did, because I remember boarding in all of this stuff before and boarding out the portable holes and the apparitions. So I guess this is still what we did last time. But we haven't seen a Trespasser out of him, so it's possible he doesn't have them. If he's on the main deck extinction events, it's actually a lot more likely he doesn't have them, because that's been a cut that people have been doing. Which I think is, fortunately for, like, it's going to line up pretty badly against us. I think that's great for us if they don't have Trespasser in their deck. So yeah, I think we're going to do something like this. Hand looks great. Love keeping 7 cards. Haven't done it a lot in this league, but it's going to be good here. Okay. You love to see it. Raffine's pitch Raffine's. Extraction Specialist, the Raffine's that we pitch. Pretty sweet play pattern. Yeah, that's fine. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That just, it doesn't get much better than that, folks. That's just good, clean living. Okay, I'm going to pitch one of these here. Okay. Okay. I'll be extraction specialisting that one back. That's pretty not bad at all. I don't really want this, I don't think. Second Gideon, probably maybe not needed either, though. It's interesting. I don't know, 2 Gideons means he has to dreadboard both of them, right? Like, it just seems pretty good to me. I'm gonna get rid of this. Go ahead. Ooh, Bank Buster. Sure. A little sad I got rid of the Apparition then. Did not play around that. Okay. Seems like a terrible sack. Why wouldn't you just block? Taking damage you don't need to there, but works for me. Make a 2/2. Combat. 3. Sure. Drawing all these mountains. A little awkward this game. Okay, that's going to be great if he does that. Dreadboard, yeah. Crew 3. Alright, that's a really good draw there. Chain to the rocks. Target this. Play Gideon. Make a 2/2. Combat, hit you. Go. Opponent definitely in some trouble here. Yep. Kind of needs an extinction event on even, and even then he's going to take 5 more. Then we get to Specialist back, and Informant. He's in a lot of trouble. Dreadbore here would be pretty annoying too, but He's just taking 7. He's taking a lot of damage. Just the Gideons here really put a lot of pressure on him this game. Yep. Opponent in a lot of trouble here. This is great. It's right where I want to be against Black-Red. Them at 12 with 3 creatures in play and a Gideon. To their Bank Buster that's tapped with 1 counter left and a Fable that hasn't flipped yet. I think we're in pretty good shape. I think at minimum they're going to be going to 3 here. And we're going to Specialist, get back an Informant, and then put Yorion in our hand. Opponent, geez, oh Pete's, dude. Do something, please. Stop tapping your land over and over again. Oh my god, man. What are you doing? Okay, apparently they're conceding. Nice. So we still get a 3-2 despite the bug. And despite playing against one of our harder matchups, so...